Hi, this is Dario. Welcome back to my channel, Motley Reads. Today I'm here in London in a beautiful St. James's Park. My intention was to start filming at the British Museum because they have some really cool stuff from the relevant period in European history. But unfortunately, here in UK Sundays it's really quiet days, so it's closing very early, unfortunately, so I couldn't do it today. But I will make a film later this week and use it for next episode in Sagalong series. So this is the first video out of 4 in this year's Sagalong series about Egil's saga. So Egil saga is a saga that we are reading. It is a group of YouTubers, booktubers that are participating this year, as they did last year as well and the year before. I'm gonna link down below, and all of us, we are reading together the same saga, which is this year's Egil saga, and we have agreed to split this event in 4 videos, 1 video each week about different parts of the saga. So this is quite a large book. We split it in these 4 parts, and this first part is, in my edition, about some 68 pages. It is written back in 13th century, and it is reporting of the events from 11th century. So it is dubious, whether it can be used as a historic document. However, some historians still use it as a historic document because many of the people in the Icelandic sagas actually existed. And many of events that the Icelandic saga are covering are established historical facts, and it is mix of fiction and the facts there, but it is important historic document. If about nothing else, it is about the formation of the Nordic society in that period of time. I'm sorry of the sounds. This helicopter has been circling around central London for the last 4 hours, and it cannot be the same helicopter. I guess that the fuel would be out, but it's so annoying sound. You cannot find refuge anywhere from it. Anyways, so these saga are telling very much about how the society was structured in the old Nordic territories. So Egil saga is about Egil Skallagrimsson, and Egil Skallagrimsson is a big figure in the saga history, and the first part of the book, the first fourth, it's about the ancestors of Egil, not very far back in the past. It is about his father and grandfather, and it is the background of the whole story of the ancestors is formation of the kingdom of Norway under King Harald Hårfager, as we call it here. I'm not sure what the English name of Harald is. It is in Swedish it translates like Harald Beautiful Hair, and why hair is because he decided not to cut his hair before he became king of the whole Norway. So when he started with his ambitious project of creating an empire under himself as an emperor and king, the Norwegian territory was split into fiefdoms. All of them quite small, ruled by a chief or a small king. So he was very ambitious, and he wanted to unite all of them under him, and he did it like they did it back then, and they do it now as well, with violence. He approached all of these different territories, fought the kings, and forced them into submission. Those of them who didn't want to submit to him, they got murdered, and then he would give the territory to somebody else that is more loyal to him, and that somebody would then get the rights to collect taxes on king's behalf. That would be, of course, shared with the king very, very generously. So this whole society in Norway was formed in that way through the ambitious project of King Harald, and in there between all of the people that have been significant in that during that period are Egil's ancestors, and the story is circling about two friends, two Vikings who have been very, very successful in their raids, Viking raids, and then they came back to Norway. They settled down and build a family, and then the story is about their sons that in different ways have something to do with King Harald. And the King Harald, he took in those lots of strong men under him to be his soldiers, to be loyal to him, and he would then give them different areas to rule over. But he was also, like most of the dictators always have been and still are, very vain, very insecure, very sensitive, very afraid of shadows, and listening to all advice and all stories that would actually point out somebody who is conspiring against the king. And here in this story you have lots of these conspiration stories that are leading Harald into executing people, into attacking them and killing them in the most brutal way. And this rule of terror of Harald actually leads many people to exodus, to actually leave Norway and move to different parts that were known to the people from Nordic, and most notably Iceland. And I guess that the saga then continues on Iceland, being the Icelandic saga. Obviously, at the end of the first part, they are also arriving to Iceland, forming a kind of small colony there. So it was really, really a great piece to read. Like in all Icelandic sagas, there are some sections where they are explaining there was this man, and he was strong man, and then he has these sons and this family, and they were married to these guys, and then they through marriage came into together with this family, and then they have these children who married, blah 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 blah. So there are some sections where all this is explained, how people are related to each other, but then for the most part of the book, it is very much story, or so far I read now, very much a story of the doings of Harald and people around him, and it's lots of action in the story. It's lots of violence and the changes that in the power balance that this violence is leading to continuously. Quite interesting how the mechanics of it all works, and it's quite interesting to see that when some person who is powerful dies, then the land is then transferred to somebody else powerful, and not only the land but also the wife of the deceased person is transferred to a new guy who marries her and then continues to rule the territory and collect taxes. And this marriage part is very, very important, because you do not want to mix in too many too many different branches of offspring into this. So they are trying to sustain this as narrow as possible. And women, I don't know if they had very much to say about that. It is said in some part that then the king wanted him to marry her, and then she agreed to that, and then her father agreed, and so on. So I don't know if that how much of that agreement was really voluntary, how much was just a question of form. Probably it's just a question of form. What would women do if they said no? I don't think that it would end in any good way. So it is very, very interesting to see how this works. Now after this first part, so we are done with the ancestors, and the story starts then with Egil, who is born. So it will be very interesting to see how the story evolves from now, and that I will report about next week. So I hope that some of you that are watching this are participating or also have read Egil saga. Now please let me know what you think about it, and until next week, take care. Bye.